Math 1 EOC practice test number 9. Solve the inequality. All right, I'm going to rewrite it over here just so it's a little easier to see, or at least a little easier to work under, I should say. All right, so an inequality is similar to an equation. So we're going to work on both sides of the inequality, doing the same thing to both sides. So when I look at this, I see a variable on both sides, but I also see a fraction over here. And so the first thing I'm going to do is multiply by 4, so I can first get rid of the fraction, and then we'll deal with the variable being on both sides. All right, so again, we're doing the same thing on both sides. This is the same as 4 over 1, so that cancels and gets rid of my fraction. So on this side, I'm going to have 4 times this quantity, so I have to multiply 4 by both of these. So you have to do distributive properties. I'm going to have 16x minus 28. Bring down my inequality and bring down the negative 12x plus 14. All right, now I'm going to go back to the fact that I have a variable on both sides. I have a 16x and a negative 12x. So I want to do the same thing on both sides of the equation again in order to move the variable to one side. So I'm going to add 12x and I'm going to add 12x. Now you could also choose to subtract the 16x, but I like to try to keep my variable positive as much as I can, and that way I don't have to worry about changing my symbol when I multiply or divide by a negative. So 16 plus 12 is 28x. Bring down the minus 28. Bring down the inequality. Negative 12 plus 12 cancel, and bring down the 14. All right, still trying to get x by itself, so I'm trying to move this other stuff across this line. So I'm going to add 28 to both sides. Bring down my 28x. Bring down my inequality. And then I'm going to add 14 and 28, and I get 42. All right, still trying to get x by itself. So I need to divide by whatever is beside of x. This is 28 times x. The opposite of times is divide. So I'm going to divide both sides by 28. 28 divided by 28 is 1, so that leaves me x greater than or equal to. 42 divided by 28 is 1.5. So if I come over here and look at my answers, I have to put this in fraction form. So 7 halves is the same as 2.5. So this would be 2.5. And 3 halves is 1.5. And 3 halves is 1.5. So it has to be C or D. So this one is x greater than or equal to 3 halves or 1.5. So C is my answer.